Good morning. This is your Tuesday, uh, February 17th report of the Master Pattern, Dr. Bob Flower. Well, we're now 71 out of 72 on our calls. Last week, our call on for the 9th actually came on the 10th, one day later, which is within our scope. Almost 400 points down. And then our call for the 13th, actually we bracketed it because we had a 200 point move the day before on Thursday. And then again today, the last time I looked, we were almost at 300. We pulled off a nice trade on Friday and today. Returned about a little over 70% on our option investment. So that's not bad. Also, gold and silver are beginning to head for the moon. Not convinced that this is the final move, but we think we're going to see an up move here for at least the next 10 days or so before it does a retracement. Also, we last week we exited our currencies, the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar. We're now going short the Aussie dollar and the euro, and we're considering going short on both of those currencies rather than doing a long and a short. It appears that everybody in the world is trying to deflate their currency so that they can gain more business throughout the international commodity. Let me tell you about what we're... so we had a pretty good week last week. Let me tell you about this coming week. We're looking for major moves on the 19th and the 20th. And also, of course, we think that that the euro is going to be short here, the Aussie dollar as well. The yen, we think it's coming to its point where it will be declining in value, but not just yet. The American dollar is we're staying away from the American dollar right now because it seems to be a flight to freedom. What I do want to tell you, though, is that in the political situation, we're in danger here, folks. First California, now Kansas, and who's next? And who would have known a year and a half ago when we were saying that cities and states, as well as countries, were going to be in failure, that we hadn't lost our minds. But this is just the beginning, folks, I'm afraid. What's of major concern to me now is what's starting to happen in politics. That's always a major concern, but even more so now than ever before. For instance, this move that the administration is making towards taking over the census, that is unquestionably a gerrymandering predecessor, if there ever was one. So they're going to try and gerrymander the country into voting blocks that will, in effect, have control over the country, and that is one big move towards revolution. Next is this concept that they're coming out with all of these mortgage programs, mortgage foreclosure programs. Hey, 1 in 9 houses in this country is vacant or on the market. This is ridiculous. I mean, they simply don't know what to do, and neither do they know how to do it. And it's only causing us more and more problems. They've got to put in place some sort of a valuation, mortgage or real estate valuation insurance or a surety. That it would be a lot cheaper than what they're doing right now. They have to preserve the areas, because now we're not talking about the foreclosures. We're talking about people losing their equity, losing their value, losing their life savings, not only through their 401k, which they've taken care of, but now through the outright ownership of their real estate. So, I mean, we are at the point where they're also talking about having to enforce laws and regulations that are in the best interest of the public. You know what that means. The best interest of the public is giving them more power and having them do whatever they want to do. It's a very dangerous period, folks. And I'm going to urge you, again, like I do every week, to either get on that phone, send a letter, send emails, which are a lot easier. Just list all of the various elected officials from your local councilman right up to the president. List a dozen, 2 dozen, and send them all whenever you can the same damn email. You know, that you don't like what they're doing, that they have to give more rights to the individual. If they're going to give out money, give it to the homeowner, give it to the guy who's trying to start a business. All these people that are losing jobs, to their credit, a lot of them are trying to move into small business. But there aren't funds there. These people don't get it. If they want to grow the economy, they want to save the economy, these are the very people that are going to do it. But they're not giving, they're giving them away to banks, they're giving it away to insurance companies. They're now talking about giving it away to foreign investors who will then come back and buy out the bad debt. Hello? Hello? Why do we need to do that? Why can't the government do that? Or if it's going to do it, who's going to be the selected ones? And another question about selectivity. This administration, during the election and after, has talked about the putting into place the stem cell research and funds for same. Why is it taking so long? It's like 2 months, 3 months that they've been making policy. What are they trying to do? Where is it that they're trying to go with this? I mean, are they sending out their scouts to see where they're going to get the best deal return for approving these things? I mean, what's going on here? Sign the damn bill. You signed it for Guantanamo, and those people are out there killing us like they did before. Why don't you just make it simple and sign the bill for the stem cell research? I mean, I think it's a super thing, and certainly we are the world leaders in it, and we can grow a new industry from there. Let's get on the case here. We're dropping the ball once again. Put the money, take it away from all of these pork barrel projects that they're talking about, and put it in the small businesses. Put it into the SBIC. Let the SBIC make direct loans. Don't bother giving it to the banks, because the banks are only going to use it to improve their balance sheets or save it or buy other banks. So put it through, the government agency. Correct. Nationalize 2 or 3 of these banks that are, Citibank for one. They're dead. They just haven't had the wake yet. So nationalize a couple of them and make them national banks, and incorporate the SBIC into them, and make direct loans for these small guys, these people who are looking to create mom and pop stores or whatever, and fund them in that particular way. This way we'll get the unemployment down in the right way, and we'll make economic recovery. Now listen, here's my website. Here's my email. I want you to contact me, and we can have some discussions. It's www.decodingpotential.com. Right? Go to that website, and here's my email: drrjf@yahoo.com. Let me hear from you, folks. This is getting to be serious, and we need to gather the forces. Okay. With all that, I wish you best. Happy Valentine's Day and a great week.